Hello everybody, and welcome back to some Project Ozone 3. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. I am. So, last few episodes, I haven't played very much this week at all. Like I said in one of the other videos, I've been busy. So I don't remember exactly where we are. I know we have got our multi-armor. We have got through Draconic Evolution. We have got into EMC. We've made it through all our armor quests. We've made it through a bunch of quests. We've pretty much got most everything knocked out up until we get into our in-game stuff here. Which is what we're going to try to work on today. So, first things first, as you've seen, I told you all I was going to make all these off camera. I've made all of them. Basically, each one of these is just a continuation of the next. Red matter and Aeternalis makes the magenta, and then the Aeternalis and the magenta makes the the pink, and then the purple, so on and so forth and such. So, those questuses are completed. We can claim those. One of the other sets, this is the second time I've sat and recorded this video. You see, we've got all the nuclear craft stuff done. I had talked about wanting to do fusion reactor and stuff like that. Got started with all that. If you remember, we looked at the recipe. Is it fission? No, it's fusion. Let's see here. Where's that? Why are you not showing up? Let's try this here stuff again. Nuclear craft. It's this thing right here. Fusion core. That's why we're not finding it. We needed to make these elite platings. We needed this crystal binder, which was crushed rhodochrosite. We had those. Pulverized obsidian, magnesium, easy enough done. The calcium sulfate was where the issue come in. We needed this calcium sulfate solution. I have all this stuff set up down here. It was a great big pain in my butt to get this figured out, and by the time that I made my way through it, I had done pulled my hair out. I had done made a sailor blush. I was done with it. So we do have the calcium sulfate. Basically, the way this thing works, we need a fluid enricher with the fluorite. Where's it at? This right here. We get it from mining. We had some of it that we'd already gotten. So that made the fluorite water. Then that goes down here into this. Wait, does that where that went? Yeah. Oh yeah, fluorite water, and then we needed sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is where all the fun come in. We needed to make water vapor. Water vapor with, this was making sulfur. Sulfur and, I forget what it is now. Well, let's go back here. We needed water, and we was making sulfur trioxide. Sulfur trioxide is made from sulfur dioxide and liquid oxygen. So we were pulling oxygen out of here. We were making the sulfur stuff in here. Those two together was making the sulfur dioxide. The sulfur dioxide and water vapor were going in here, making the sulfuric acid. And then these two together were making the calcium sulfate liquid, and the crystallizer made the calcium sulfate. Like I said, it was a great big pain in my butt, and it aggravated me, and most of the stuff for the quest outside of like this stuff down here, we wound up making because we needed for this machine, the chemical reactor, fluid enricher. We'd already made the crystallizer, so yeah. Like I said, it aggravated the teetotal crap out of me, but those are done. We're done with nuclear craft. If they've changed the recipe next time around where we ain't using that calcium sulfate, I may see about setting this up. I haven't seen all the recipe changes that they've done for like Titan mode, but that is coming soon. So, but as far as our quest goes, we've still got these last 2 quests to do. Matter of fact, we're going to work on one of those right now. Let's take a look at the chaotic solar panel. Let's put this stuff up. We don't need that. So, solar panels. That's not what I wanted. I needed this one. So to make the chaotic solar panel, or not the chaotic, yeah, the chaotic solar panel is what we're trying to make. Where you be? Chaotic solar panel. We're going to need 4 awakened cores and 4 of the draconic solar panels. It's pretty expensive to make one of these. One of these makes 524,000 FE a tick. Each one of these is 262. That's really not a very good trade-off. But we should be able... Oh, wait, I've already made them. So, yeah. So, we've got enough to do 2 of them. We're going to need some awakened cores. We're going to need some chaotic cores. That's all we need. Alright, so, but in order to do this, we're going to have to get into some different extreme crafting, or extended crafting. We need... Didn't I not put recipes in here for this stuff? I could have swore I did. We need to make crafting core. Most of this stuff we can sit and make right quick. We need elite stuff. We're going to need elite some of those. We're going to need a couple of those. And that should have us what we need. No, we need the black iron frame. And that should get us our crafting core. Beautiful. That should... It's probably not going to give us our quest. We've probably got to make a few... We got to make 1 pedestal. Now to do the solar panel, we're going to need a total of 8 pedestals. So let's make 8 of them and do that. There we go. Oh man, I tell you what, this place is getting a bit framey. So basically we place this thing down. These can be placed, I think, up to 2 away from it. We're going to find out. Alright, so basically we need 4 of those. We're going to need 4 of these. We're going to need to give this thing some power. Oop. I have what I needed. Actually, I should be able to just click on that. We should have power. We've got power. We've got pedestals. I should be able to put that in there. And that should make what we need. Oh, that's pretty quick. So there we go. Chaotic solar panel. That worked really quick. Let's go ahead and make another one. Beautiful. Alright. Let's hook these up to our system. Now, we're going to be needing a lot more than what we've got there. We've got 1 more recipe, I think, to make with this. Oh, no, 2. Oh, gosh. There's a total of 4 recipes. We've made one. This stuff will be coming next as soon as we get our extreme, or get our infinity ingots. So we need stellar cables. We want to be able to put out a bunch. We want solar. We need 2 sets of those. So those by themselves are generating 524. Let's put those in there. We're generating 1 million by themselves. That's one of the reasons why we are not worried about any other power setting up. So there we go. We are now generating a bunch. We're up to 5.4 million RF a tick. Probably not even going to need that much to finish this pack. So, but anyways, that quest is complete. We can go back here to Kappa and complete that one. We do still have one for the neutronium solar panels, but I do believe I've seen that that takes an infinity catalyst. And that's probably about where we should start heading next. We're going to need these ultimate singularities. Every one of these singularities is a bunch. My question is, though, does everything have EMC? Of course, I know coal does, iron does, tungsten does, cobalt does, manualin does, mithril, okay. So yeah, it looks like everything has EMC. Now, speaking of EMC, if we look in our tablet here, we've got 3.2 trillion EMC. I don't remember if I've showed you all this yet or not. That actually has EMC. I have upgraded our farm. Our farm has new animated block in it. I sat and made, this is going to kill everything. But that is octuple compressed obsidian. I've got these set up. They're all energy upgraded, speed upgraded. We're gaining obsidian crazy. Let's see here. 8x. Yeah, so these things are 2.7 billion a piece. So yeah, I'm not worried about EMC anytime soon. Shut that off. Everything keeps up pretty well. Our farm's doing pretty well as far as essence goes. So next order of business, since we can't do that, I think before we get into doing the singularities, I think it's time to get into this. This last bit we got for applied energistics, I know nothing about this stuff. It is, what is that mod called? Oh, equivalent energistics. This will allow us to use EMC inside of our, I need to make sure that that is learned. But it will allow us to use EMC in our ME system. So first thing we need to make is this transmutation chamber. Like I said, I don't know how any of this stuff works. Transmutation just assembler. We need a table. We're going to need the transmutation generator, which is a tablet. There's that. We are also going to need to make this soul-bound talisman, which did nothing. We need to make soul stones. There we go. There's the 4 of those. We need a table for that. And we're also going to need this. Really? I don't have book and quill learned. There's that. There is our book. And this is that. Alright, so we should have all the quests completed. Beautiful. Now comes the part where I have to figure out how to hook this stuff up and get it to work. I know one thing I didn't do. One of these does not have... Oh, maybe they do. Alright, so I think we need storage buses. Storage bus. Alright. Chamber. Oh. So let's place all these down and have a look at them. And I think I just made it dark in here. That'll light it up. Alright, so the chamber. This needs that. And it looks like it needs our book also. We're going to need another one of these books. Do these have EMC? They do. So let's right click with these. How do we bind these to us? Or are they automatically? Alright, let's see if we can't hook this stuff up. Alright. We need some cables. And I still haven't figured out what that is. It says use in machines to link to players. Oh. Maybe we need one of each of those. Let's make a couple more of those. Everything looks like it's working. Yeah. Everything that we have got that we have learned. So if I take some of these out and put them back, that's not going to work yet. We need to do this and this. Let's place these in here. And now let's find I thought this would learn stuff. Alright, so if we put iron blocks in there. Alright, let me figure this out. Alright, we are back. So I think I've got this thing figured out. The problem I was having with it, number one, this we don't need. This is for using EMC to generate power. We don't have any use for that. We've got all the power that we need. So let's put this stuff up. We're all good there. Also, if you look, we're slowly generating power. I ain't figured out where this is, or generating EMC. I'm not sure exactly where it's coming from, because we don't have anything being mined that has EMC. One thing I do know, reason why nothing was working, I had to up the storage, or the priority of these. That's what the problem was. So now if we look inside of our crafting terminal here, we've got more stuff that's got full on out. So if we take, let's find something. Let's do coal. Actually, no, we've already got coal, I think. Let's see here. Okay, no, we don't. So now I make coal. We do this, put it in there. Now all of a sudden, we've got all the coal in the world. So anything that we craft, anything that we mess with that has EMC, will work that way. So like iron block. Make iron block, put it in here. Now we look at iron. We've got all the iron in the world. So we got to make sure anything that we craft, we put in here. So that is that part learned and done. So I think the last little bit we're going to do, we're going to work on the HDPE. We're going to need them for, we're going to need the rods. The rods are used in the creative fluid tank. So we don't need many of them. Well, we're going to need a few of them. And I've already got everything set up. Basically, all we need to do is to make the pellets. And to make the pellets, we need substrate, oxygen, and liquid ethylene. We've got ethylene here. We've got oxygen being made over here. That doesn't have anything in it at all. So we need to make a rotary condensator. Liquid ethylene. I should have known. Let me get one made. Alright, so we're back. Basically, made the rotary condensator. This is taking ethylene and turning it into liquid ethylene. Liquid ethylene is coming in here. We already had everything set up for oxygen. I just pulled oxygen over to here to place inside of this thing. So we've got our HDPE. So that quest is now complete. And in order to make the HDPE rods that we need 4 of these for the rods. So we're going to need quite a few of all this. Unless it has EMC, and it doesn't. So I'm going to let this thing go. We'll just get it as we need it. Not necessarily anything that we need to worry about just yet. So that quest is complete, and I think all the way up to this, we've got 2 quests in our book left to complete outside of getting into applied energy, or into the big energy condensing stuff and our end game stuff. One thing we are going to make right quick. Let's just go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and craft these here tools. So there's that. There's that one. Just to go ahead and get this out of the way, and then next episode we're going to more or less dive right in and start getting singularities made and take care of all of that. Alright, so that's all of those. So now let's make these red matter. Let's put all these in here so we can learn them. I bet I already did and just wasn't paying attention. We don't need to do that. So we need to make our guitar. This thing I actually have grown to like quite a bit. The only problem is we don't really have a use for it in this pack. What are we missing? Oh, we didn't make the pickaxe. And there is our morning star. It's beautiful. That set of quests is complete. So basically we're down to energy condensers, and now these things really don't have much of a use in here because we've got Project EX, which we can do. So energy condensers. This is actually not that bad. We're going to need an alchemical chest. Have I made one of those? I have made one of those. I just don't know. Doesn't look like we've got that. We do have that. So next up we need the crystal team, we need red matter, we need 64K storage. We can get 64K storage real easy because I'm going to bet, yeah. So that's learned. That's learned. These are learned. So we should be able to now 64K storage. Get a handful of those. We've got that. We've got that. We're going to need red matter. And we're going to need crystalline. That should be enough. That should be everything we need to make this. Boom. Energy condenser Mark 1. Now, we have used this thing 100 blue-jillion times. It is basically replace something in here that has EMC. Place something else in here that has EMC. There we go. Basically, what you want to make, you put up here. What you're going to use to transfer it, you put it up here. So, it's a pretty good item to have. Like I said, we've used it in our previous playthroughs just to generate the items that we're going to need to make the singularities. But, like I said, we've got other ways of doing that in this pack this time. So, but that, yeah, we've got that learned. Alright, so, alchemical chest numero 2. This doesn't look to be that bad. We're going to need insanium. That's easy enough. We've got that part taken care of. We're going to need 12 supremium ingots. Let's go ahead and set these up to craft. Shouldn't take but just a minute to do. There we go. That is done. We're going to need red matter blocks and enderium plates. So let's get some enderium. We will run this through here. Got all those we need now. red matter blocks. That's where what we need. So there's that, and last but not least, the only thing we need is these mana infused ingots, and I don't know if I've got any of those. No, but we do have what we need in order to make it. So let's see. It's mana infused shard and mana infused ingots. So yeah, that actually has EMC. Let's learn that. This has EMC. Let's learn that. And I'm going to spend a minute and make what we need to make, and I will be right back. Alright, we are back. 8 mana infused ingots are taken care of. One thing I did learn, our crystals that we use for this have EMC. So that made life a bit simpler. So, Energy Condenser Mark II is a go. Basically, this thing works about the same as it did last one. The only difference is you can put items in here. This is what you want to make. We just made a bunch of them. And that's kind of where we are with that. So, kind of nice. Like I said, this is what we usually use to do our singularities with. This time it's going to be a little different. So, get all this stuff cleaned out. I don't guess I really need to do that right now. But anyways, so that is it taken care of. We can go ahead and put this in here and learn it and be done with it because we don't need it. We can complete that quest. We can complete this quest. So that leaves us with just that, the Tome of Knowledge, and we got to do ultimate ingots before we can do that. So basically, we are at the point now to where we need, if we go down through here, we need Infinity Catalyst for that. All this stuff is done. We got to do this Kiori fragment. I still got to figure this out. Because we're going to need them, and we're going to need quite a few of them. We've got just a book of everything. And then all this stuff right here. So that more or less does take us to our infinity crafting stuff. Most of this stuff, so, well, not most of this stuff. Some of this stuff we can just do probably right quick. Or not most of it. Some of this stuff. The infinity barrel. I think we made all that stuff. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we didn't. We just need fluid core for that. There's that. There's the tank. And then the barrel. There's that one. And we've already made the capacitor because we were having issues with it. Alright, so that's it. That takes us to creative items. Creative items. Our Avarita stuff. Of course, we've already made that. This is all Avarita stuff. And then our singularities. So I guess next episode, that's what we're going to work on. We're going to start working on singularities. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.